Dear students, so far we saw the intention or the basic importance of fundamentals rights, why they have framed, or the characteristics. Now we will look into the classification of fundamental rights. They have classified into majorly by considering right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies. These are the 6 basic fundamental rights which they have framed in our constitution for the citizen of a country. What do you mean by right to equality? It provides equal status before the law. Equal status before the law means everyone should obey the law, same law. Whatever the law it has been implemented, it has to be followed by each and every citizen in a country. No one should neglect it or take carelessly. Whether it may be a boy or a girl, male or a female, gender, any of the class, any state, anybody. Ultimately, if he is a citizen of a country, he has to follow the rules and regulations which will be stated in that particular country. So no one is discriminated, no one is upper and no one is lower. All are equal in the eyes of law. That is equality. So it means that all the citizens, irrespective of their class, gender, religion, they are subjected to follow they are compulsory, they have to follow the same law. And it prohibits the discriminations, differentiations. It provides equal opportunity in terms of education, employment, job, placement, everything. And its special aim is to treat equally everyone, each and everyone, without discrimination, whether he might be a scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, woman or man, anybody. Basically, this is going to treat equally. Next, second point, right to freedom. So freedom means what? They are free to live their life which they wanted to. So the right to freedom provides of what? Basically for the citizens or the people, common people of India, to speech, to talk, to express their freedom, to live happily without any disputes or quarrel with the neighbors or with other people which they are living together. And they are free to form an association, unions, and move freely from one place to another place, and they can reside over there, and they can do any kind of job they wanted to, any business they can practice, and they can start the business or the trade or the professions which they wanted. There is no restriction, but it has to be legally practiced. They should be legal. There should be not any fraud or error which lies in the eyes of law. That is right to freedom. Right to freedom, what it says, they are free to practice, preach, express their view, thoughts, and job. Whatever the job they wanted, they can adopt. Wherever they can live, wanted to wish to live, they can live. They can move from one place to another place, whichever religion they wanted to practice. So in all the matters, they have the freedom to adopt it and adjust to it and practice it and live. And one more point is right against exploitation. So no one should degrade or disgrade or discriminate anybody, or you should never underestimate anybody. You should not treat them in a bad manner or unfairly manner. So the right against exploitations is going to safeguard the people. It's going to protect the people from all types of exploitation. Not only the harassment, not only the by word of mouth, we should not blame anyone, or we should not scold, or we should not hurt anybody. So we should give respect, and we should treat everyone as a human being. So we should protect the dignity, we should status, we should give respect to others. So it avoids the bonded labor and slavery system, human trafficking, and engagement of the children below the age of 14 years, that is child marriage. All the problems which are there, it is going to be avoided. Okay, so basically right against exploitation means whatever the problems is being faced by the people in the society, it is going to be avoided through the right against exploitation. So dear students, today we have learned right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, the meaning. Remaining 3 points are there: right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies, that we are going to learn in the next class. Please do watch the video, refer your textbook, and please go through the video. Thank you.